Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of two active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. So I have my decorated spread in front of me. It does look a little more wintry, but it was cooler when I decorated the spread, and now it's back to 90 degrees again, but I still am loving the look of this page. So we're going to go ahead and go with it. I am kind of putting my Kanban board on the back burner for this week and probably next week as well as I reset for Q4. If you're interested in resetting with me, I'd love for you to come along on the journey. Go ahead and hit that notification bell for upcoming videos. But I'm going to start by writing out those videos that I do want to work on in the next 2 weeks before October. I am going to go ahead and use a green friction pen to write out all of my videos and video tasks for the week, and then I will continue to write everything else in black friction erasable ink. So between now and October 1st, I am looking at putting out 11 videos, and hopefully I stay on track with that. At least 10 of them will go out, but there's one that I'm kind of on the fence about, but I'm going to continue doing my weekly videos. And then there are 5 videos that have to do with the quarter reset. 4 are specific to the quarter, and 1 is about using a tool that most of us don't usually go to. And then the last video will be my October monthly. And I do need to try to get ahead a little bit because right now I am literally recording and editing a video almost on the day that it goes up. And with soccer, that just is not working. I have used up all the buffer that I had built in, and now it's time for me to build that buffer back in again. Next up, I am going to use my black friction pen in order to put in all of my events for the week. This includes all of my meetings, all the kids' events, so that I can keep track of where they need to be. Saturday will look a little empty because that is still up in the air right now. My daughter does have a JV and a varsity game kind of in the morning, early afternoon. But my son and I may be making a trip to Cincinnati, so I am going to leave Saturday as open as possible. It is nice when I start out the week and have 2 days free without meetings. I am for sure going to end up with at least one more meeting sometime this week. It was originally scheduled for Tuesday, but we've already canceled the Tuesday and are hoping to find another time. But it really does feel good when I start the week out and I have 2 open days to get my work done. And that's real work, not like side hustle work or housework. That is my actual full-time job. Then I'm going to come back in and write in the evening schedule for this week. And it is a little bit crazy since my daughter does play JV and varsity. Thankfully, my son is only on varsity this year because if not, things would really get crazy. But they are having varsity games on the same night for a while. So Monday night, both kids play at home. Wednesday night, they both play away, but at the same location, thankfully. Thursday night, only my daughter has a game. And then Saturday, as I mentioned, both the JV and the varsity squad for the girls have a game. So it's kind of late for my son this week, only 2 games, but my daughter could end up playing in 4. So we'll see how that goes this week. And I'm not sure if I write this in or not, but I also have an HOA meeting on Tuesday night, and I definitely want to attend that. They had talked about raising fees, even though our HOA doesn't really do much. So I would like to attend that just to hear what's going on and what the plans are coming up because they are about to develop the area by our entrance to our subdivision. But once I get all of the calendar items written down, then I'll come back in and start breaking down my tasks for the week. I am going to attempt to be realistic with the time that I will have available since I will be spending so much time at soccer games this week, starting with the weekly home blessing. Monday, I really would like to clean our shower. Tuesday, dusting and vacuuming upstairs. Wednesday, cleaning the master bath and guest bath. Normally, I do that on Monday mornings before I start work, but since I have to drive into work on Monday unexpectedly or expectedly, but not normally, I am going to move those things to Wednesday. I'll dust and vacuum downstairs on Thursday, and then on Friday, I will finish the half bath, the kitchen, and the laundry, which I usually would do on Wednesday. As I mentioned, I am going to leave Saturday free, so I'll do a grocery order on Friday and probably not pick it up until Sunday. I also have an exchange that I need to do, and I need to pick up our dry cleaning. So I don't think I'll have time to do that at lunch or after work on Monday. So I will do that after work on Tuesday on my way home. Then on Wednesday, I am going to go ahead and drop some donations off. They are both in town. So since I'm working at home on Wednesday, I'll probably go do that at lunchtime. As I mentioned, I am leaving Saturdays free and Sundays pretty free as well in case we decide to spend the night. But that way I don't feel the pressure to not spend time with Ben. And I think we're going to go do like a college thing. So we'll see if that happens or not. If not, I am going to go ahead and fill that empty time with home tasks so that we can be ready for the contractors to come work on our basement. Otherwise, I'm going to have to try to start fitting those basement tasks in as time permits. Then I'll come back in with my green pen and start writing out my tasks that I need to complete for making all the plans. I just work down that list and break down each task that I need to complete for each one of the videos. So for example, for this video, I do need to edit it this morning before I can post it. And then I will leave the rest of Monday pretty free since I do have 2 games. Again, thankfully they're at home, so I might be able to do a little bit when I get home, but chances are I won't. Then on Tuesday, since all I have is that HOA meeting, which apparently I did not come back in and write down, but I only have that HOA meeting, so I will go ahead and record the first 2 videos for Q4. I do have it mapped out pretty much what I want to say, so I may need to refine that just a little bit, and I might do that on Monday night. Then on Wednesday, I will edit the first of the Q4 videos so that it is ready to go on Thursday. And then we'll just continue breaking the tasks down as I try to get ahead. So Thursday is when I do start trying to get ahead a little bit, where I will record a couple of videos that don't go up until later. And then Friday, I'll go ahead and record some more and hopefully finish up the Q4 items on Sunday so that I can get those all edited and ready to go. So hopefully on Saturday, we either can make it to the college event or I will go ahead and get some tasks done around the house. But this is my spread for the week. I am loving how it looks, and I hope you come back to start planning your Q4 with me. If you're interested in that, don't forget to hit subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.